In other global news, militant group Hamas has accepted a proposal for a truce put forward by the mediators Qatar and Egypt in the 7-month-old war in Gaza. And this as Israel renewed an order for civilians in Rafah to evacuate. And this comes ahead of a long-threatened invasion of the city. Now, the proposal includes 3 phases of ceasefire, each lasting for 42 days. The proposal would see an end to Israel's war on Gaza, as well as the release of Israeli captives held in the territory, and also Palestinians held in Israeli prisons. While on the other side, the last phase, it involves a 3 to 5 year reconstruction plan for Gaza, and perhaps most importantly, an end to the Israeli blockade of the territory. Now, meanwhile, the US, which is also involved in the negotiations along with Qatar and Egypt, said that it is studying and reviewing the Hamas response with its West Asian allies.
So I can confirm that Hamas has issued a response. We are reviewing that response now and discussing it with our partners in the region. As you know, Director Burns is in the region working on this in real time. We will be discussing this response with our partners over the coming hours.
Hamas's announcement was met with celebrations in Gaza as Palestinians hoped that it will finally bring an end to the nearly 7-month-long war that has resulted in the death of at least 34,700 people in the Palestinian territory. However, Israel's response has been less enthusiastic. It says the proposal falls short of its demands. Benjamin Netanyahu says Hamas's proposal was far from Israel's basic requirements and demands, but negotiators will continue the discussions. The advancement in truce deal comes as Israel continues to emphasize its desire to attack Rafah in southern Gaza City in its bid to completely defeat Hamas. On Monday night, intense Israeli air attacks took place in southern Gaza. Reports suggest the strikes were virtually continuous for 30 minutes. The Israeli strikes have left at least 5 people dead in Rafah. On the other hand, Israel's longtime ally, the US, has warned them of invading the southern Gaza city. Joe Biden has once again urged Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu against launching an offensive in Rafah. Well, Biden had earlier warned Netanyahu in April that invading Rafah would be a mistake. Biden also discussed all the developments at a closed-door lunch with King Abdullah II of Jordan, which has ties with Israel, but also a large Palestinian community. According to a Jordanian statement, the king has asked Biden to intervene with Israel, saying that an Israeli attack on Rafah, it threatens to lead to a new massacre. But hours after the call between Biden and Netanyahu, Israel issued its second warning in a day for Palestinians to evacuate Rafah and said it is preparing for a ground invasion where more than 1 million people uprooted by the 7-month-old war have been crowded and they are sheltering in Rafah.